from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Stays on his feet. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On third down, Jackson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be first and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage. Two yards the loss, second and 12. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. This time Jackson will throw it. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Value three.
Now gone. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrell Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, And it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. The return is Ward. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 50, it's Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the gun, here's Goff. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
T.J. Hockenson came into the NFL with big expectations. His big strides, they came in year 2 when his receptions jumped from 32 as a rookie to 67 last year. They expect those numbers to continue to go up, and they will when he continues to make catches like that.
Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Goff on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Flushed out right. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line.
A 22-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Now as they line up and kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And Jackson throwing once more. Here's a diving catch right side. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a first down throw, gone. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Detroit! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Now Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the red zone now, Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes fans on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. That catch good for only a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
26.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Julian O'Clara able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Derek Barnes in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now Jackson back into his end zone. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Goff going to keep it himself. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. On the keeper, here's Goff. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a terrific return as